Interesting. Interesting. Yes. Okay, so we're here at the start of Naxxramas, and as usual with Naxxramas pugs, not everything has gone according to plan. We pre-cleared the trash and we were just hanging out looking at Patchwerk getting ready to pull when, 20 slimes from the previous room due to, I believe, someone's pet or totem was left in the room, have sprung upon us and didn't kill anyone. Okay, well, not yet at least, didn't kill anyone. They're getting close. Okay, there we are. Okay, we're good. Right, so we're trying to get a Gressel now for this Saber/Rogue. We played in Scarlet Enclave yesterday, got 2-piece Duskwraith, so we should be able to pump big damage today in Naxxramas with Duskwraith, and then we run 6 pieces Bone Scythe. For all the DPS builds, you just run 6-piece Bone Scythe, 2-piece Duskwraith whenever you're in Naxxramas. It's so good. And right, like I said, we're trying to get Gressel. In the previous phases, the Saber/builds used Hungering Cold like a fast weapon. And Gressel was like a little bit behind the Hungering Cold. Hungering Cold was a little bit better. Oh shit.
Patchwerk want to play.
Right, hang on. Right. So Gressel was like a little bit behind before, but now in Phase 8, they've significantly buffed the instant strike damage of Saber Slash, and that makes you favor the slower weapons a little bit more. And also, with the addition of Duskwraith that jacks up the Saber Slash damage even more, that also makes you favor the slower weapons a little more than you did before. This thing's already dead.
What happened to...
Not bad. 24,000 DPS. 14 of those. Right. Desecrated shoulder pads. We don't need those. What we do need, we have 2 soft reserves, and 1 item is hard reserved for us. The soft reserves we picked were Toxin Injector, which actually comes off the very next boss, Grobbulus. Let's see how many people make it past Frogger. Love watching this. Not that guy. That guy did not make it past Frogger. That guy did not make it past Frogger either. I love these rezzers, rezzing them behind the Frogger lines. Love that. Anyways, right, Toxin Injector is a ranged weapon slot that gives us reduced dodge and parry chance for our attacks. And you always want to be at 6% for that stat. So it's very nice to have a ranged weapon slot where, depending on how you change your other gear pieces, you might want or not want an additional, they call it expertise, reduced chance for your attacks to be dodged or parried, like my belt has here. So that's a useful item to have. And then we also went for the shoulder tanking enchant, so I can have a better tanking set. And then finally, the deal we set up with the raid leader was the raid leader is going to do all the work of organizing this group and hard reserve Gressel for me. And then after the raid, we'll go into Zul'Gurub, kill Hakkar, kill Raptor boss, and get the raid leader 4 primal Hakkari idols. Because we can do that, and that's a good trade. Bratley over Toxin, though, right, asking about the ranged weapon slot. I mean, if you don't have 6% expertise, you probably just want to have Toxin Injector on. Yeah. I think the Saber / builds don't care super much about it, but the Backstab and Mutilate builds, like, really, really strongly prefer to have 6% expertise at all times. Right, and yesterday we used Hungering Cold in Scarlet Enclave as our main hand weapon. And then I got some new gear and I was working on the simulator, seeing what my gear options were, seeing what the DPS differences were so I could make sure I was using the best stuff I had. And I found out that the simulator said Thunder Fury was only about a 10 to 15 DPS loss out of like 10,000 compared to Hungering Cold. And like Hungering Cold has a pretty high swag value, but the swag coefficient of Thunder Fury is, I mean, there's nothing better. So I accepted the higher swag value for the like minus 10 DPS, and we're using Thunder Fury main hand now. There's acceptable DPS losses for swag increases, in my opinion. Alright, we got these trash mobs. These are the last trash mobs before the boss, so I'm actually not going to fight them very much. I'm just going to target Grobbulus and allow my Honor Among Thieves rune on the helmet to generate me some combo points, so I can have combo points on Grobbulus before the fight starts, which will really help me do a strong opener on the boss. And other people can deal with the trash mobs. My pug says I can't play sub backstab. Must play assassination backstab if I want to go backstab. Feels bad, man. That seems really weird. Why would your pug be like so adamant about two different builds that are like theoretically 1% difference in damage output? That seems strange to me. Alright, we're on the boss. Waiting for the slime to come out, and then I'll hit Blade Flurry. What I'm focused mostly on right now during this boss is moving with the tank. The boss moves a lot. And I need to make sure I don't fall behind and lose attacking time. There it is. Oh yeah, also, this is something I screwed up in Scarlet Enclave, and I just remembered. I actually need to be maintaining Crimson Tempest the whole time to fully activate my Duskwraith bonus. I screwed that up on Patchwerk too. I forgot about that. That I need the third bleed to make that work. Alright. Oh, Toxin Injector is this boss. I forgot to even check it for my soft reserve Giga Gun. Okay, didn't drop. Another week, no Toxin Injector. Unlucky. Corin says, finally got my Queen's Fall on Tuesday. It's so nice. Congratulations. I got Queen's Fall on one of my characters. It is indeed so nice. It is so good. Oh, wait. Okay, we were actually doing a couple of things not as well as we could have. I was not doing the, like, pre-application of poisons properly. So we want to weapon swap into a weapon with wound poison, and then we want to open with a poisoned knife, which will trigger wound poison, and then automatically equip my other weapon, because I macroed them together. The wound poison, due to my Deadly Brew rune, will trigger occult poison, so now that's 2 poisons. Then with that combo point from Poison Ice, we Crimson Tempest, and then we Saber slash third global. Ring of Kraji Fury is a nice way to get extra expertise. Yeah, I would like to have that item too. We've been running Temple of AQ for that also. Alright, here we go. Maybe I'll do everything right this time. I won't, but, you know, maybe we'll do more things right than last time. That's a reasonable expectation. Lip activated, immune to the fear. Fear about to go out. Bad time to Thistle Tea. Crimson reapplied. Forgot to do that before. Feared again. Boss is dead. 25k on a boss where we got feared a couple times. Not bad. Remnants of Valor, Totem, Totem, Desecrated Boots, Desecrated Bindings. Okay. Thaddius time. Thaddius is a spicy meatball. No exposed armor. Not impressed. Look. I'm certainly not going to press improved exposed armor. What if you opened with Garrote for the bleed rather than dumping combo points on Crimson Tempest? Well, if I opened with Garrote for the bleed, I would start DPSing the boss about 6 seconds later, perhaps, maybe 5 or 8 seconds later, because I would slowly approach the boss in stealth and have to position behind the boss and then open with a Garrote. And that's completely fucking terrible as soon as you start proposing an option that makes you attack the boss even 1 second or 2 seconds later. Group 2 left, group 3 right. Okay, we have to go left. You need to help Joker D with his newly level 60 dinged rogue. He needs master knowledge. We were over in Joker's stream earlier today. You guys were saying he screwed up the tanking build. And I looked at his build and it was like, yeah, that's totally fine. And you guys, he didn't screw it up. It was totally fine. I think Joker D will do just fine with his rogue.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Throttle. Alright, this is a complicated one. I'm gonna intentionally drop these Saber slash stacks. And then reapply them once we have the damage buff. Now they're snapshotted way, way more powerfully. No, boss! No! He's at half health. Fredster gonna beat me. Whoa, what is going on? Switch side? Damn, didn't get that last Envenom. Helmet, circlet, polarity, ribcage. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, going plague next. Look at the frozen rune. It's right there. The frozen rune is right there. Where's Warlock going? Pulling early or what? Hope not. Evade, you just gotta go into the Season of Discovery FAQ channel. And you can find the post about avoidance cap. I don't know what's going on. Full timer? Full timer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your life is forfeit.
There we go. Finally got it applied. Ooh. No Dispel explosion? Oh, we're about to get another no Dispel explosion. Vanished right as my curse was fading. I don't know if that did anything. I'm hoping it did something. Alright, let's check the loot log. See who got the frozen rune. That's the most important loot. Same guy that got the one before Patchwerk. Alright, let's get our Remnants of Valor off of the boss. Good. We always like stocking up on these. They're very good to stock up on because you can exchange them for the shoulder enchants. And if you just have a giant pile of excess number of Remnants of Valor, then you can just have a bunch of shoulder enchants and change them around, you know, whenever you feel like. The tank stopped hitting boss and ran to the frozen... Wait, I didn't even see that. I was too focused on doing, you know, maintaining my complicated rotation. Too many different things to keep track of. Yeah, the Remnants of Valor can turn into Argent Dawn Valor tokens, and the Argent Dawn Valor tokens turn into the shoulder enchants. We get a res on Mage. I'm going to assume the Mage was already resed and didn't accept it. Would be my guess. Oh, no, okay, they're back now. Maybe they died and then went AFK, like, immediately. Who knows? Prefer to just loot extra shoulder tier? Yeah, but the thing is, you probably don't have enough Naxxramas shoulder enchants to have all your different shoulders with a good quality Naxxramas enchant on them. And I would like to, you know, it's very easy to get multiple shoulder enchants. And it's pretty easy to get multiple tier tokens. Not really that easy to get multiple Duskwraith tier tokens, you know. But the shoulder soul is definitely easily obtainable and easily switchable. Beerbolt is in Molten Core. Why is our mage in Molten Core? Oh well, maybe you'll make it here by the time we get to Kel'Thuzad. I kind of want to check what his soft reserve is. Let me... Wait, is he going... Okay. He was going in a random direction that you don't normally go in. I just assumed he was going for a frozen rune, but then I didn't see a frozen rune. Alright, I'm gonna auto-follow this DPS warrior. If we can check, is there a Beerbolt mage on our soft reserve? No. Okay. We're just targeting Heigan from the get-go here. Stack them combo points. No, don't go in. Just let him reset. Just let him reset. I'm gonna clear all his combo points, though. We're weapon swapped to our poison weapon. About 5 combos. They're saying go, go, go now. This'll T. This one, I feel like we did it mostly right. No! Oh, losing damage, losing damage, losing damage, losing damage. We were so good. Oh, no, and then we forgot the Crimson Tempest. What is going on? Oh, he got probably bounced also. I keep forgetting that I have to maintain Crimson Tempest with this build. I'm too used to playing the Saber slash, or sorry, the like Queen's Fall one where I don't have to think about my bleed debuffs. Alright, well, we still did really good damage on that fight. Leg plates of carnage. Alright, do we think that the Warlock tank will loot a Frozen Rune mid-boss on Loatheb? We'll see if we can scout out where the Frozen Rune even is. You guys said he did that on Noth. I didn't catch it. I don't know if that's for real or not. Trying to see where's the Frozen Rune in the room. There it is. Okay. We want to reapply wound poison to the Claw of the Frostworm. And then we want to re-up food buff. And I forgot to even activate Draft of the Sands in this entire instance so far. We can do that now. After the food buff goes. Then we got Draft of the Sands, and we got this and this. Okay. Gonna do loot before pull bags are full. Okay. Just pretend you are waiting for a spore while picking up the rune. Moose Juice says you have 6-piece Dusk Wraith and torn on what spec to play with it. No Queen's Fall or King's Fall. Any suggestion? Well, be honest, my suggestion is play whichever one you like. Blizzard has, to their credit, Blizzard has done one thing very well. They have made multiple rogue builds within 1% theoretical performance of each other every single phase. How are these? What's the deal with these people? They're still dead. Did they not get rezzed or what? What's the issue? Okay, so if the Frozen Rune is right there, and you want the spore to spawn near it, you drag Loatheb this way. Closer to us and a little bit to our left currently. The spore always spawns against the wall in the location farthest away from Loatheb. So if you grab him, drag him closer and to the left, the spore spawns in the back and to the right. Maybe I should make a Duskwraith helper, like UI element. I was thinking about trying to make something that like gives you checkboxes for all the different things you're supposed to do to snapshot your Saber Slash. But maybe it'd also be good to make a counter that's just like one icon and it just displays like 0, 1, 2, or 3. I don't know exactly how to code that. I think I had, hang on, let's skip this music. This is a bit, overly dramatic. But this is a mistake I keep making, forgetting to maintain the Crimson Tempest. I don't think spore groups were assigned.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Where is it? I don't even see it. I sprinted. Spore 2 over there. I don't think I'm going for it. I think the odds that I get it versus just waste time and not get it are, yeah. No, where's he going? What the frick is this? Yeah, bosses are not allowed to move. If the boss moves, it's because the tank is bad. Okay, that's just the way it is. I don't make the rules. If, as a damage dealer, I have to think about any mechanic other than my rotation, I'm about to die because the tank died and I'm second on threat and I never got a spore buff. Okay, hold on. I burned my evasion too early. Okay, we didn't die. Top the meter easily. 4x leggings? That's crazy. Unlucky, everyone who isn't rogue, priest, or warlock. Right, as I was saying, if, as a damage dealer, I have to think about anything other than my ability rotation, it's someone else's fault. All right, where are we going next? We did Spider, Plague. Well, I guess we're only left with Military Wing, I think. We did Plague. No, we didn't do Spider yet, actually. We didn't do Spider. Yeah, okay. I just always think we did Spider because almost every run I do starts with Spider.
Which one shall I eat first? So difficult to choose. They all smell so.
What percentage of my damage output was Thunder Fury proc? 0.7. I dealt 27,000 damage on that boss with Thunder Fury proc. That's not very much. I did more. Okay, that's impressive to me. I did more poison knife damage by a factor of 3, almost 4, than Thunder Fury proc damage. You got legs? Yeah, I know. I didn't roll on the legs, though. I've got the tank legs and I've got the DPS legs. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll like ask someone if they want them or something. I don't know, whatever. I'm guessing not very many people rolled on them. How isn't it a healer staff? Wait, are they getting mad about the staff? We got loot drama about the brimstone staff. Looks like the brimstone staff was rolled out and a healer won it. That's a healer, question mark. Ring reroll. Seems like we tied. Kawata is a healer, rolling on that. It does say healing, but it also says damage. Damage and healing. And it has chance to hit on it as well. Let's see. How isn't it a healer staff? Okay, I think that's explained by the chance to hit in particular. You have to have an extra... Okay. No. It seems like people have largely moved past that. That does seem like not something that a healer, like, it. I believe it if that item is better than what the person already has equipped. That being said, if it's you know, chance to hit, that probably goes to damage dealers. Or should go to damage dealers. Compton says you just soloed Hakkar? So awesome. Congratulations. What are you going to spend your 3 Primal Hakkari idols on? 600 gold. Oh, you sold them, you're saying? I see. Okay. Very nice. All right, here we go. It's Anub'rekhan time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There is no way out.
Oh, I didn't crimson before. All right, we didn't do that quite right. Uh-oh, this is not on the tank. What is going on? Something is very wrong here. Vanishing instead of dying. Oh, I didn't drop my threat. All right, let's face it away. Oh, it's now on a tank. Okay. That was tactical. I actually talked to the warlock beforehand and asked him to get Rock killed so that I could beat Rock on the damage meter on this boss. So, yeah. That all worked out. I knew I could avoid the you know, boss attacks and evasion and vanish and stuff like that. Check and see if you have threat seal on. Not me. Not me, I don't. Oh, ethical warlock picked the frozen rune after a noob died. Yeah. Immediately after. Boss was immune to taunt. That can happen if you have a lot of players spamming taunt against a boss. It becomes immune for temporarily. Yo, Compton with 1,500 bits. Yo!
For everything you have done for the Sodrogue community. Absolutely the GOAT.
Compton, thank you very much for the 1,500 bits. I really appreciate that. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Congratulations on the Hakkar kill. That's sweet. Players still mad. Kick Kawa. They have one sanctified item. Stole DPS staff. Doing no healing. Alright, they're not impressed with Kawa's performance or their gear. And are mad that another player is trying to gear up and get upgrades. Without already having gear and upgrades. If you don't want loot drama, don't join random pro hug. Shit, don't give me that. Look at him again. Some guy died. They're really getting into it. I don't think they like each other. Yeah, admittedly, the drama is, to some extent, a content bonus, you know? It's part of the many reasons that I love joining and doing random pugs. Guild runs are nice and all, but if you can clear the content in a pug, I strongly prefer to do that, because you never know what's going to happen. If you're in a regular guild group, you just, like, you know, the boys are together, it's good, you kill all the bosses, you collect the loot, minimal drama, do it next week. You know? But if you're in a pug, you never know who's gonna have a problem with this guy rolling on that, or you know, what, you never know at all what's gonna happen. You could even wipe on Fankris the Unyielding in Temple of Ahn'Qiraj with 25 people in your raid. That could even happen. That happened yesterday. Actually, I don't know if we had 25 people at that point. We started with 25 people in that run. And then wiped on Fankris. What's the drama? It's still... It's like recurring drama about the Loatheb staff. There's a druid healer that rolled on Brimstone staff, which is ostensibly a damage dealer item because it has hit chance on it. It is also definitely better than what the healing druid was already using. But supposedly the healing druid didn't have like the required amount of sanctified gear to join the run in the first place, according to probably one of the casters that lost the roll on the staff, got really upset, and started, you know, instigating or whatever. You know, whatever. Where are we going? We're going to... I'm following the Warlock tank. Ooh, have we pulled this stuff already? Nope, not yet.
You are acolytes of the Master now, and you will serve the cause without question. The greatest
Not my
glory
loot, not
is
my
to
problem.
die
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
pretty
Master's
low
service.
investment on the whole loot drama. Loot drama can happen in guilds too, yeah, but it's usually less funny. And I would say less common. See, the way we organized this run is we didn't organize this run. Sniper organized the run for us, and I'm trading him a Hakkar kill. Or Hakkar and Raptor boss for Primal Hakkari idols. He organizes the Naxx run for me, handles all the bullshit, hard reserves one item for me, and I kill Hakkar and Raptor, and this is a great system. You should see the messages I'm getting. That's red. Oh my god. I kind of want to, but don't worry about it. Oh, here's the thing. This next boss that's coming up, actually the next two, are not undead. So we can drop our 6-piece bone scythe. Because we are no longer fighting undead dudes. We can go back to 2 death dealers. And we can put elemental sharpening stone instead of consecrated sharpening stone. It's pretty good. Three more trash packs here. Will you out DPS me here, Simon? I don't know. Are you using 6-piece Dusk Wraith in this situation? I don't know if you have that. It looks like you have 2-piece, 6-piece bone scythe. Yeah, for this boss, we don't need to have the 6-piece bone scythe on. And the next boss, because it's not undead. Ooh, I wonder if I'm still sufficiently sanctified with this set now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm still sufficiently sanctified. Okay, that's fine. Let me see. Do I have a fumigator? Yeah, I have a fumigator. Better keybind that for this boss. Target boss. Leech some combo points while we do this trash pack. Also boosting your damage with improved exposed armor. Maybe I'll remove sebaceous poison. We'll see. You do what you need to do. Alright, so it's Poison Knife into Blood Fury, Slayer's Crest into Crimson Tempest into Saber Slash. That's the plan. Poison Knife, Blood Fury, Crimson Tempest, Saber Slash. Here we go. Oh shit, I want this. But it dropped stealth. Oh no.
5, 4, 3, 2,
You
1.
cannot hide from me.
A little bit scuffed. Because I drank the thing right at the end and unstealthed, and then I sequenced things poorly. Boss is moving.
Pathetic wretch.
Boss is on me. Crimson Tempest is up. About to die. Alright, we did it. Oh, we should get the Remnants of Valor. Yoink. Widow's Remorse, Desecrated Bindings, Polar Shoulders, Desecrated Bracers. Okay. Go. I think I just got cleaved by the Tomb Horror. Wrestle is actually a pretty big damage upgrade for me. That's the item we're after. Especially so with the Phase 8 buffs to the combo point builder abilities and the Duskwraith 2-piece is now a pretty strong preference for slower weapons in the main hand. Like my Hungering Cold is still better than my Clobber Club because it's such a higher quality item. But if you have similar quality items, you definitely prefer the slower ones now. And before, it was like similar quality items, you prefer the faster one. Will of the Mountain next best for Saber Slash instead of Regicide? I don't know what's second best to Regicide, but I do know that, like, all the non-Regicide setups in this gear are like 1,000 DPS or more behind the Regicide setups. It's similar to Queen's Fall in that, like, you just kind of have to have it to make the build competitive, and like all the things that aren't it suck ass. Alright, we got it taken care of. 10 stacks of poison, though. Chill. Until you get 6-piece, then faster wins. Unless Regicide. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, Regicide's a slow weapon, and it's definitely the best, and it's 1,000 DPS ahead of anything that isn't Regicide. So I don't think the real debate on, like, fast or slow really has relevance when you're talking about Regicide or not Regicide. Because that item individually, there is nothing else even remotely close to it. You know, these, like, generic rules of, like, fast or slow preference, they only apply when you have multiple items of, like, similar quality and similar power level. They always get outshined by just, like, this item's massively more powerful, who cares what weapon speed it is. Here's a frozen rune. Warlock's getting it, I think. He's not getting it. Wait, he's sitting there and waiting. He's going for someone else, I guess? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think in general these rules of, like, faster or slower are kind of just not very useful. Because the answer is really put your items into the simulator, and sometimes the fast thing will win and sometimes the slow thing will win. But people really, really, really like being able to say, oh, always do a slow main hand, or they really like having these like generic rules of like fast main hand, slow offhand, or whatever. We didn't pre-stack any combo points here. Ooh, I am missing out on the wound poison. Big pog damage. No
You
Fetish
forgot
of the
to
Sand
remind me
Reaver
to resub.
on this character. Rabid Walrus, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you for 7 months of support. I really appreciate that. Hope you're having a great day. Alright, here's 5 combo points. We got food buff. Looking at all my other buffs, I think we're good. Flask. Oh, do I have a madness? No, I don't have a madness, but I do have... We can hit a old gods. And we can hit Greater Mark of the Dawn. Alright, all of a sudden we have 5 combo points. Would you look at that? So we'll pre-pop Slice and Dice with 5 points, enter Stealth before engaging in combat, boss gets pulled, Poison Knife, Blood Fury, Crimson Tempest, Saber Slash. God, this build is complicated. There we go. Maximum melee range. Could be good here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good. Banish the web spray. Kind of completely destroying the damage meter on this boss.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'm losing the saber. Oh, I didn't lose the saber. Okay, so what I should have done there, I wasn't paying attention to this, but knowing that I couldn't avoid that web spray, I should have paid attention and refreshed the Saber Slash stack immediately before the web spray went out, so I could be sure that I would keep the Saber Slash stack. I just kind of wasn't paying attention and got lucky.
And I will banish your souls to oblivion.
Alright, so we're out of the spider wing, which means we go back to 6-piece bone scythe. There. And we go back to consecrated sharpening stone on the dagger of veiled shadows. Perfect. It is military wing as the last wing. We did prepare our 115% avoidance set for this boss. That's with raid buff. So we could tank the boss and be unhittable. We'll see what the call is, if we're gonna do priest mind controlling or me tanking. Even on hard mode 3, raid leader says Simon tank it. Okay. Vanguard seal. Tanking set. Deadly Brew can go here. I might want Crimson Tempest, I'm not sure. Main Gauche goes here. Mace. Unfair advantage. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, then we need... I need Grace of Air Totem in my group 100% of the time. Or else boss can hit me. So that's... Tornado Alley. I need you to do Grace of Air. Not ready. Not ready. I don't have Alpha yet. Let's see. We need the Iron Sides. We have the Old Gods. We have the Honey Badger. Grace of Air is active. Alpha is not. Let's see. Fillet. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing consumable-wise. Yeah, Coalescer Gret, Ground Scorpok Assay. So we should have enough juice here to... Even with the minus 15%, we should have enough to be unhittable in this gear set. Sir Dude with a change hat request. I got you. All right, here we go. Here's all the gear that's being used. Simon, you got assist. What do I need assist for? Oh, for a pull timer. That makes sense. Okay. Oh shit, let me do that real quick.
5, 4.
Oh, I didn't put a
3,
poison on.
2, 1.
Sweep my leg! You have a problem with that?
Nope. Lost it for a minute. Yeah, we didn't put the poisons on. That was dumb. Forgot that part. Oh well. Going pretty much fine.
Do not continue. Turn back while there's still time.
We have a good threat lead now. Look at that. Not the smoothest with some other people dying, but I didn't take a point of damage. Didn't have to coordinate mind controls. I put up both bleeds because I forgot to put poisons on my weapons and I wanted to activate my Dusk Wraith. So I wanted bleed, and then Deadly Brew Poison was the way I could make that work. Oh, shit, they pulled the axes in. Shit. Interesting. Maybe, did this guy run? I don't know who might have run ahead to aggro them. How did that happen, they asked. No one knows. Alright, we've got to adjust the gear and the talent build. So back to the regular talent build. Would the Voss tanking set work for that? I actually have a higher avoidance requirement here than I do on Lillian Voss. So if my set was only just good enough for Lillian Voss, it would not be good enough here. This set reads 115. That makes it good enough for difficulty level 3 in Naxxramas. The Voss set only needs to be at 106. So this has 9% more avoidance than the Voss set. Alright, we changed talents, we changed gear, we need to flip this rune back. There we go. Oh yeah, and go back to Thunder Fury. What's the thing that shows what spell you're clicking? You can see all my add-ons and weak auras listed in the Discord with what they do also. There's a great section. I made the chatbot tell you how to, the chatbot, you can read what the chatbot says. Joneson says, if I'm killing Hakkar for friend to get couple idols, are they in range if they die at the entrance? No, they have to get closer. I'm not sure exactly how close they need to get, but I can tell you that if they get to Hakkar's island in the middle, and they die anywhere on that island, they are close enough. You can see the most recent Hakkar video on the YouTube channel. Has another person in the run getting the idols, and you can see, I think they got way closer than they needed to be in that run, but yeah. Yeah, if you search just like Simonize Hakkar solo, there should be 2 on YouTube. The first one doesn't have anyone else in the instance, and the second one does. Oh shit, we went in and it was a whirlwind, and then we got Ice Nova'd, and we're in the whirlwind. We're dodging. Okay, we're fine. We dodged a lot. Okay, hold on. I'm in Gothik room. Quick bio break. BRB. Do not go for frozen rune. Wait, where's the frozen rune in this room? Ooh, all the way over there. I see it. Okay, let me be right back. A quick bathroom break. You know, if they start the boss, it's totally fine. It's Gothik after all. Pull-up time.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Easy. What do you think? Is it better with the corner cam, or is it better if we go full face for the the full cam for the pull-ups? Full cam is better? Okay. Repair on skull. Okay. Let's see. Mostly high says I need to repair. This guy says you have no seal. Seal of the Dawn 1.25%. Is he sanctified? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's sanctified. He's like almost, I think he's 7-piece sanctified. Tier probably matters. Corner cam still on. Yeah, there we go. Got rid of it. Need to have a hat cam? That's this cam. This cam is the hat cam. Pose redeem for a change hat request. Okay.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils.
Pretty elaborate CGI. The hats almost look real. Yeah, I've actually really high quality green screen technology. They're all artificial hats. Even his hair is CG. Oh boy. This shadow mark. Did a rider spawn and I didn't pay attention and maybe it cast a spell? Okay, that one got interrupted. 10,000 in venom, no problem. Dang, I was hoping Gothik was going to come down, and then another trash wave spawned. Ah, this boss is so boring. Can you tell me about the origin of this emote? Simon Cornbat? Oh, well, some people really like playing combat build on rogues. And they called it Cornbat. And then I thought it was a good emote. So we got the Cornbat for all the combat enjoyers. Delayed way too long trying to set up that snapshot. Yeah, and now he's gone. And bye-bye snapshot. So I could have had the weapon swap taken care of before Gothik landed. But, you know, admittedly, I'm just not paying much attention because it's Gothik and we're talking about Cornbats instead of dealing the most damage I possibly can to Gothik the Harvester in Naxxramas hard mode level 3, which is week, what, like 28 of Naxxramas or something? What do we got? Please boot, please boot. Ah, the boot didn't drop. This character does not have the stealth boots from this boss. I suppose I could just buy... I could just have Dark Mantle boots. They give the same amount of passive stealth levels. They just don't have the active effect. So they're like, not quite as good, but pretty good still.
I do hope they stay alive long enough for me to introduce myself.
Perhaps they can go to their senses and run away as fast as they can. I heard about enough of your
The Gnomer boots, I think, are less stealth levels. Displacement and Dark Mantle boots are 8 stealth skill, which is like 1.6 levels, because each level is 5 skill. And I think the Gnomer boots are just 5 skill, so they're exactly 1 level. Missed the Envenom at the end there. way are we going? We have to remember to target Thane Korthaz. Okay, we have all the mobs in. Big Crimson Tempest on a lot of enemies there. Picking for 13. Waiting. Crimson again. Alright, slash target Thane Korthaz. Okay, now we're gonna build up combo points on him. Oh, also, we need to go back to Bone Scythe here. And Bone Scythe. I thought I'd made this swap before, but apparently not. Now we did it. Combo points acquired from these mobs. Don't change target. Don't change target. Don't lose my combo points. There we go. Delay O flank. Refresh the food buff. Let me look at my other buffs. I want to refresh the Draft of the Sands. And then weapon swap. I have 4 minutes left on my wound poison weapon swap, so we'll replace it right there. Probably put Shadow Protection Potion on the action bar. It's the most likely useful potion. And then I also have 2 different sprints. I have my regular sprint, and I have the engineering belt. Activate a set of jets to increase your movement speed by up to 160% for up to 8 seconds. Yep. So we're going to sprint when we go from Thane to Mograine, and then when we go from Mograine to Blamu, we'll use the belt. Oh shit, a lot of people, a lot of mobs back there. Refresh the duration of that. Hopefully no totems left behind. Is wound poison viable on bosses if no other poisons are available? I don't know what your idea of viable is, or I don't know what you're trying to do with wound poison, but wound poison doesn't do any damage. I'm gonna guess you're trying to activate your Duskwraith set bonus with additional poison debuffs. I'm using it to do that right now, but I'm not keeping it on my weapon. I'm just instantly swapping off and getting 1 application at the start to help with my opener. Okay. I think we're ready. I think we're going soon. Let's not cleave. Okay. Stealth. We're almost certainly going to pull early. Yep, pulled early. As usual. Where is he going? Alright, do the weapon swap as we run over here. Shield wall is up. Here we go, it's Blamu time. Break. Brick. Two-minute cooldowns are available. I don't know if I want to burn them right now. Brick! Man, there's so many void zones! I'm just leaving. I'm just leaving. There's too many void zones here. We go in on... there's a bunch of other melee going in on that guy. We shouldn't. Alright, we'll just wait the Blamu debuff off and then go back over to Blamu.
Who's next?
Alright, she's dead.
You have no idea what horrors lie ahead.
Alright, 4 horsemen defeated. Sapphiron and Kel'Thuzad. We have a soft reserve on the tanking enchant from Sapphiron, and we have a hard reserve on the Gressel from Kel'Thuzad. So both of the next 2 bosses have some loot items that we care about. Big Tit Crit says no fucking way. Are they gonna have a... Are they gonna have a fit that the healing druid won the chance to hit ring again? I have no doubt that this ring is better than what this guy currently has equipped. This was an issue earlier in the run, with the healing druid rolling on a staff that had chance to hit on it. Desecrated breastplate, desecrated tunic. Stinkfist says, I cleaned up healer loot on my fresh Shadow Priest the other day. Very nice. Complained earlier the druid didn't have enough sanctified. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't inspect the druid. It's not my problem. And I'm not gonna solve it. Prediction up. Will Fortitude of the Scourge drop? Yes for the believers, no for the doubters. Alright, we'll do another prediction for Gressel. Oh, they're saying he didn't even heal on the last fight. We did 200. He did wild growth, 225 HPS. That is not a lot of healing. but he did heal. The people in this group really do not like this druid. Is he sufficiently sanctified? Devout crown, animated chain, synthetic mantle, tunic of undead purification. So there's 1 sanctified, 2 sanctified. He's 2 sanctified, so he's not sufficiently sanctified. He's gonna give the ring. No, the ring is already. He's not gonna do that, Razzie. The ring is already equipped, and the staff is already equipped. This is likely either rat or rat adjacent.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, where's the tank? Trying to be. Right there? Right there? I have life drain curse. I think I'm gonna die. Life drain curse again. Alright, let's go over here. Oh no, I'm fucked. Health is low. Went into the air. Okay, we got healed. We got healed. We're okay. We're okay now. The ice block right over there. One behind me. A lot of ice block options here. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Re-up the slice and dice. Good. Blade flurry. Pulled ahead. Alright, prediction and submissions. 50-50 on the predictions. I see a fortitude of the Scourge right here. Claw, robe,
Our preparations
face of death, cloak and necropolis, 70 remnants, fortitude, might, and power. That's what you like to see. The healer enchant, no one likes to see the healer enchant. The healer enchant is for losers.
you shall be rewarded.
Choose out fortitude of the Scourge drop. Yes, dude. Okay. Make sure I don't miss this item, and then I'll put up the prediction for the Gressel drop.
What is this?
Your security measures have failed. See to this interruption immediately.
Yes, Master.
Tech's soft reserve, apparently, for the power of the Scourge, and he forgot to roll. Alright, Might of the Scourge going for rock. Okay. Cloak of the Necropolis up next. Tiny Timmy says, Kingsfall obtained. Congratulations. Very cool. Ready to roll for this Fortitude of the Scourge. He doesn't want it. Same situation. Wait, what? I'm confused. Something's going on about some of the loot. You always take me to the nicest runs, Simon. Sometimes, yes. Other times, not yes. Where's the BSSSL raid? Here. Although it's only like Lillian and Calderan where we have the build online. That's the first one. We're doing it tomorrow also, which will be the full raid as Backstab Saber Slash, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think I'm gonna have to throttle threat constantly because I'm gonna have to, or throttle damage because I'm gonna potentially out-threat the tanks. We were out-threating the tanks a little bit during the last run. You got it off before he disconnected? Oh, did they send the item to the guy before he disconnected? Might of the Scourge. Remnants. Power. I don't see it in the loot log. Oh well. We'll figure it out. This guy might be AFK. He's the guy that was looting a bunch of the shit. Oh look, Tex is back. He said power went out. Oh, the Frostworm, Fortitude. Okay, right, we got the shoulder thing figured out, so now we can do, will Gressil Dawn of Ruin drop? Question mark. Yes or no? Predictions up. Do you know of any add-ons that work on Classic Fresh that show enemy buffs? Nope, that's not a thing I've tried to pursue, so I don't know anything about it. I'm sure there are things that could do that. Alright, our Warlock tank is dead and non-responsive. So we're just gonna go for Kel'Thuzad without them. No. I don't want to roast the guy, but with the tank, I have to comment. He says we're short on tanks because one of them disconnected and is non-responsive. Kawahota, who is the 2-piece sanctified healer druid who has rolled on and equipped 2 different items with spell hit chance on it, says, I have tanking gear. I think everyone in the raid is like, it's okay, buddy, settle down.
Minions, servants, soldiers of the cold.
Alright, get our food buff right here.
Call of Kel'Thuzad.
Prediction into double tank MC and wipe. We'll see. I'm locked in on the damage dealer setup for this right now. It'll be fine, I'm sure. We got these catastrophe legs. Those are nice. Watch your feet. Yeah, I mean, the main killer is Void Zone. Wait, what? Bro, how is this guy dead? How are these guys dead already? What happened to them? Did someone, like, touch a skeleton and they got one shot from the skeleton? I'm looking at the death log. They died 0 seconds into Dark Blast from Soldier for 5.2 thousand damage, which one-shot him. This was 5.8 thousand damage and also one-shot him. I guess that'll happen if you are not sufficiently sanctified or seal ranked. Solid battle. Wait, they battle resed him. Oh my god, that is probably not a good use of a battle res. Alright, this guy got 3.7, almost 3.8 thousand. If a single skeleton explodes, he's dead. I think he might die to the first Frostbolt volley from Kel'Thuzad as well. Uh-oh. They weren't potentially intentionally aggroing those skeletons to get them to explode, would they? That couldn't be what they were doing by pulling 8 skeletons at once, right? They wouldn't do that, right? Gavin says we got 5 druids. We can BR him several times. That's a strategy. It's okay, Kawahota. You do you, champion. Just gotta let him know that he's welcome here, and it's all the other guys that are hating on him, but not me. We may roast him a little bit, but I have no problem with him being here.
The end is upon you.
Do our little weapon swap. that. Maximum melee range. We can back up a little bit. Not that far. Nice. That is, I think, the tank that got targeted by that one.
There will be no escape.
Kick that. Evasion up. Can't kick that one. Kick cooldown. Staying back right of the boss is always where I'm going to be. Our melees are not spread out right now. I gotta check what Kawahota's second death was. Because I predicted that it would be to a Frostbolt volley. And I want to confirm if it was Frostbolt volley. Nice. Okay, that's a good ice block. It only hit our little stack of people. Where's Fredster? Why is Fredster not on the meter? Did he die and have to get rezzed and lose all the buffs? That would explain. Or maybe he got he could get mind controlled too. That would also be big Dip's loss. He's been chasing me and or beating me a lot of times. Oh, he got mind controlled again. Oh, did he go tank build? He might have went tank build. I see him with Death Dealer's shoulders over there.
Rise up. I command you, fight, kill, and die, little master. Let none survive.
Yeah, I definitely need a weak aura that counts the number of bleed and poison debuffs I have, because I'm really having a hard time remembering to put all the different debuffs that I'm supposed to put up onto the target. Shit! Okay, we're good. Figure out if I can code that. Maybe that's a weekend project. Alright. We're getting close. I can feel the Gressel already. Prediction is up for Gressel dropping. By the way, if you want to get in on that, the prediction is closing as soon as the boss dies. Which might be this attempt and might be next attempt, depending on how this goes. The boss isn't dying very quickly. Can't kick that. Kick cooldown. Got that one, though. Alright, boss is dead. Prediction is closed. Is there a Gressel Dawn of Ruin here? Soulseeker Doomfang. Yes! Yes! There we go! Gressel Dawn of Ruin! When it was on the last page, when I'd clicked through 3 pages and it wasn't fucking there, I had lost a bit of hope. Alright, we will roll on the phylactery too. We'll roll on the phylactery, see if we can get that. But I don't think anyone soft reserved it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so it's just open. Alright, no more Thunder Fury memery. We will go with the Gressel now. This is actually the first Gressel I've gotten in SOD on any of my characters. Because it just, like, it wasn't a good damage dealer item in Phase 7. And now that Phase 8 is out and some things are tweaked and changed, it is now a good damage dealer item for rogues. Phylactery. What do we got? I got a 16. That is not good enough. IDG, the druid, with a 97, it looks like. That's okay. I mean, we got what we came here for. We got the shoulder enchant. We got the Gressel. Missed out on the phylactery and the toxin injector, but pretty happy with that. Definitely Gressel main hand instead of Thunder Fury. Let's see if we can do... Is this a Orgrimmar portal that I can use? Click it real quick before the mage leaves the group. Nice. Very good. The Resto Druid rolled. Yeah, dude, he clearly needs more sanctified items, you guys. And the trinket you get from that is sanctified. And anything that's sanctified is better than anything that's not sanctified. Okay? Let's see. Razzie, did you want to do the Zul'Gurub run now? I can do... Oh, shit! IDG from BWC Druid trying to hook me up here. Okay, wait, hang on. Let me see if there's something funny I can trade him. 1 weapon cleaning cloth in exchange for the phylactery of Kel'Thuzad. Thank you, sir. IDG. Thank you. He needs the cleaning cloth for something, I'm sure. We have to hit 3.1 thousand DPS to kill it before Enrage. That's a goal that should not be difficult. That should be, with the gear we've got, should be pretty good. Ready, set, it's car time. Since we killed the spider boss, there will be no spider spawns that we have to worry about. It is just a DPS race on this boss. I put the Gift of Arthas up because I have like a very small chance to be hit. This character's not technically capped. So I thought, might as well put it up because maybe I'll get hit and maybe it'll trigger. And even if it just triggers one time, it's really valuable. And it's a cheap consumable, so I thought, you know, why not? Recently added, you know, the 2-piece Dusk Wraith to this gear set. Which was not in it before, so we lost a little bit of avoidance there, and I didn't really, like, recalculate or compensate for it. I just was like, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine for these bosses.
5, 4.
We will change it around
2, 1.
for Raptor boss. I will drop the Veiled Shadows set for Raptor boss to be sure that I'm avoidance capped on the Raptor boss. That boss is scary. It is... it is, that one will mess you up sometimes. We're sitting at... Oh, shit. We're sitting at only 3,000 DPS. That was actually just after the Blood Siphon, so maybe that's a little bit skewed. Blood Fury, Blade Flurry. Our DPS is actually lower than I was expecting. Every time he Blood Siphons us, it's annoying because it stuns us for like 8 seconds or something. We can't do any damage during that time. There's a big lowering of our DPS. But knowing that we're like right on the edge of the appropriate amount of DPS means I gotta lock in and make sure I play, my play is good. I'm like paying attention to my rotation, managing my abilities, effective use of combo points, to make sure I'm squeezing out as much damage as I can.
1.
There we go. Out of this Blood Siphon, I'll go for a Blade Dance. Then reestablish the Carnage. Slice and Dice is back up. Perfect. Big Eviscerate. Carnage Refresh. Crimson, I mean, whatever. So this will probably come in, like, right exactly to a 10-minute kill. We're, like, right on the edge of having enough damage. Blood Fury, Blade Flurry, cooldown usage. Whenever you hit the cooldowns, you want to check right before you hit them that the Blood Siphon isn't happening soon. You don't want to get Blood Siphoned while your cooldowns are up, just because it wastes the duration of the cooldowns.
2.
But I got those in, like, right before the Blood Siphon would stop me. We're at 4 minutes, 49 seconds into the fight. He just hit 50%, so yeah, we're pretty much right on target here. DPS meter's reading 3.2. Love to see that. Means we're doing good. That gives us actually a little bit of a cushion. Use AR as tank, sometimes. I find it's not typically too useful on a boss. You don't tend to go low energy on a boss. But I find it very useful when you're doing trash tanking and you just want to be spamming Fan of Knives a lot. It becomes very good in that situation. Would you die at Enrage? Not immediately. Once the boss enrages, he still can't hit me with physical attacks, so that's not scary. The Blood Siphon doesn't kill me. But one of his abilities, Sonic Boom, will hit me for anywhere from like 11,000 to 13,000 damage. I can just barely survive it if he low rolls the damage range there, and it will just completely one-shot me from 100% health if he high rolls the damage range. So after he's enraged, basically, it's RNG. He can kill me at any moment. Blood Fury, Blade Flurry. So I did one kill of this boss. Well, actually, I did a couple, but I put one kill of this boss, my first kill of him, without Scarlet Enclave gear. It actually took like 11 minutes and some number of seconds, and I just got lucky that he didn't Sonic Boom for that long during his Enrage. Like, everything after 10 minutes is Enrage. See, there's Sonic Boom. Normally, deals a pretty insignificant amount of damage. Blood Siphon. Tried to get the Crimson Tempest refresh right before the Blood Siphon, but oh well, it was a little bit slow. You having fun, Simon? I am having fun because I got loot today. We got Gressel, Dawn of Ruin. Is my first Gressel in Season of Discovery. And my second Gressel in all of Classic. They changed up how, like, Saber Slash works, and when Naxxramas was current content, Saber Slash was, or Gressel was, like, a little bit worse than Hungering Cold for a Saber Slash build. But they changed it up, and now, because they buffed the, like, weapon damage of Saber Slash, it makes it so you prefer the slower weapons, and Gressel is a little bit better than Hungering Cold now.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Oh shit, Blade Dance faded. Alright, 9 minutes, 18 seconds. Boss has 65,000 health left. We're sitting at 3.2 thousand DPS. We got it. Perfect. Alright, Razzie, you gotta remind me, which character needs how many idols, so I can give them to the right characters. Razzie asks, what was your DPS with the Clobber Club? I do not remember. But what I do remember is when I was Clobber Clubbing and didn't have Duskwraith, I would go out to the Scourge Invasions and clear out all 4 Shadow of Doom, and when you do that, everyone in the area gets a 30-minute buff called Soul Revival that increases your damage by 10%. So, because I didn't have Duskwraith and I didn't have a good weapon, I couldn't reliably meet the damage check on Hakkar, so I would just go get that buff, and then I could meet the damage check. But now that I have better gear, I can meet that damage check without having to go get Soul Revival. 1 to Razzie, 3 to Razzie 3. Okay, I will send all 3 here to Razzie 3. Then Razzie can come back in for Raptor Idol. Okay. 3 to Razzie 3. 1, 2, 3. Undermine Real. Cloak of Consumption, that seems like a Simonize item. Renataki's Soul Conduit, that also seems like a Simonize item. What else we got? Heart of Hakkar and Soul Corruptor's Necklace. That can go to Razzie 3. Player not found, never mind. There we go. Okay, now we move to Raptor Boss. How am I gonna get there? Probably go this way. Razzie, you remember about how to get what you have to do for Raptor Boss? You just zone in, be alive, stay at the entrance. Perfect. That necklace is Shakadin Biss now? Oh, shit. Yeah, I saw they released the, like, Shakadin version of the tier set for Paladins. I was like, yeah, of course, Paladins are the class that gets a, brand new re-itemized version of their tier set 5 weeks into the phase. Where's my Backstab Saber Slash, re-itemized version of, Duskwraith? Come on, bro. Yeah, the invasion buff is nice, says Compton, but a total pain to get. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't get it if I don't have to. If I can meet the DPS check without it, screw that item. Alright, we'll go Implacable Blackguard. We'll go Ring of Emperor Veclor. And then when we get over there, we'll use Mastercraft Shifting Cloaks. I will definitely be avoidance capped for Raptor Boss. And we have the Stone Shield potions to run those the full time. So that'll be good too. Oh shit, he partial detected me. How long have you been playing WoW? Since 2004, I played original TBC and a little bit of Wrath. Quit around when Icecrown Citadel came out, just because I was doing other things with my life. And then, didn't really play again until Classic came out. My first character in 2004 was a hunter, but I kept going into Warsong Gulch, and I would res, and then I would walk into the middle, and then I would just see that all the Horde players saw me and just, like, ran towards me and killed me, because, I mean, I was bad, and I was an easy kill, probably. But I thought to myself, man, if I played a rogue instead of a hunter, I could resurrect in Warsong Gulch without, and then I could just go into stealth, and then the Horde wouldn't immediately kill me. So then I leveled up a rogue, and then that was that, and I basically didn't play any other class in this game since then. Oh, Alliance. Oh, Alliance killed him outside, I think, is what he's saying. Alright, Sebaceous Poison right there. Elemental Sharpening Stone over here. We'll stick with the Carnage Rune. We'll go Mastercrafted Shifting Cloak. I just have to wait for him to get back in, and then we'll be good. Gift of Arthas right there. This boss will hit me. This boss has undodgeable attacks. This boss will also stun me sometimes, and then can hit me with regular attacks. So the Gift of Arthas will almost certainly go up and be active during this boss. We still got Flask of the Old Gods, Honey Badger, Ironsides, Coalesced Regrets. We have all of our avoidance consumables. We did lose the Songflower, so we'll redo Songflower. Then it should be good. Just wait. Yeah, okay, Razzie is in now, so I can hit the food buff and then go. Change ring runes, still maces. Oh, yeah, because I changed off of the Veiled Shadows weapon, or ring, that had the correct one. Thank you for that reminder. Let's go sword rune here, and then we can pull the boss. Oh, wait, one more thing. We need our macro that cancels the cleave effect granted by the Death Dealer set. Yeah, I tried to get the Blade Dance.
I'll feed your souls to Hakkar himself.
Alright, here we go. This boss did kill me as recently as yesterday, but we don't die to this boss often. Okay, it's rare that we die to this boss. Stunned and feared. So when he fears me, he summons Razzie to the location. Now Razzie is in range of loot. Perfect. Just like we planned. Raptor health is too low, so I'm gonna stop Crimson Tempesting, start Rupturing. I need to get a bigger difference between the boss health and the Raptor health. The boss health needs to be much lower. And we've lost our Veiled Shadows bonus because we equipped a bunch of other stuff. So our finishing moves are a little more expensive, energy-wise here. Re-up the Stone Shield Potion. Stunned. I think the main problem I had yesterday when I died to this boss is basically I just got too cocky. I was too used to killing this boss without like exerting effort or really respecting the possibility that it could kill me. Like I did it without Stone Shield Potions, without Black Belt on the shoulder, you know, didn't really take all the precautions that you ought to. Shit. I almost dropped the Blade Dance during that stun. Alright, we got hit a little bit there. So I'm putting the Crimson Tempest up and I'm letting my cleaves go off and hit the Raptor a little bit. Now we've established a pretty big difference between the boss health and the Raptor health. So I'm going to go back to Crimson Tempesting. I'm still going to cancel the cleave effect for the Sinister Strike though. But using the Crimson Tempest means I am going to deal a lot more damage to the boss, because Crimson Tempest is a much, much better ability than Rupture. No Gambo? Oh, yeah, we could Gambo for Raptor mount. 1 second. Refresh that. Ooh, I'm just gonna take a hit here. Not that big of a hit. Prediction. Start prediction. Tabbing back into the game. Do a couple clicks on the other monitor. This is a multitasking challenge here. Will Raptor mount drop? Question mark. Tab back into the game. Typed out the prediction title. Let's, oh shit, I'm stunned. Alright, start prediction. Okay, prediction's up. Will Raptor mount drop? What happens if Raptor dies first? The boss enrages, and he becomes, and he gets like a really big bonus to his damage dealt. And this boss, unlike a lot of the other bosses we solo, actually hits me with attacks. And when, if he gets a really big bonus to his damage, he becomes significantly more likely to, like, one-shot me. I need to be able to take hits like I just did there, and then heal up from them before he hits me again. So if he's hitting me significantly harder because he's enraged, like double damage or more, that's very problematic and makes me much less able to survive the times that he does hit me. Alright, prediction is up. There's already 350, almost 350,000 Simonized Show channel points on the line for this Raptor. What's been your favorite time/phase of WoW within the past 2 years? Without a doubt, Phase 1 of Season of Discovery has been the best WoW that I think the best version of Classic Blizzard has produced in all of Classic's history, since 2019 even. I think Phase 1 Season of Discovery was so good. And I think, to me, the main reason Season of Discovery Phase 1 was so good, because I think it was the most accessible version of Classic that they've ever had. The barrier to entry to participate in the content was the lowest of any version of Classic. And I think that makes a really big deal and made it really fun to try new things, explore, experiment, you know, make a new character. Doing the PvE content was not a serious or large time investment. You didn't have to like research builds, research boss strategies. You didn't have to like plan your raid out. You could pug it. It was very good. I really enjoyed the like high accessibility of Phase 1 Season of Discovery. Alright, vanish. Goodbye, Raptor bitch. The level gating thing again, I think, you know, people were talking about, oh, are they going to do Classic Plus? Are they going to do, you know, what changes to Classic? I don't think level gating was like, it wasn't on my radar. I don't feel like it was on almost anyone's radar of something that Blizzard might do with Classic. And it was like the most unexpected huge W for Season of Discovery was level gating the Classic world, because it created completely unexplored metas. Where like, you know, players haven't optimized PvE damage at level 25 before. You know, so a whole bunch of items and builds and, you know, things that were just irrelevant before are now super, like, relevant and interesting and stuff like that. Okay. Right, there's a prediction for this Raptor mount with, about 450,000 Simon I Show channel points on it right now. Let's see. This character does not own a Raptor mount. This goes to Hunter Rassi. There we go. And this character still does not own a Raptor mount. Unlucky. Simonized. Simonized. There we are. We did it. Nice little Naxxramas into Zul'Gurub combo. We walked out with a Gressel and a Fortitude of the Scourge. Razzie walked out with 4 Primal Akari idols. We had a good time. That Druid got some gear that really needed some gear. Other people were mad that the Druid got some gear, but in the end, it all worked out.